Welcome to the Sip and See podcast with
Nicky J
and Rika-Rai, aka the Wives Club, aka we are just trying to live our best life. Can we live? Please. Well, welcome to 2019, and we are here with our very first podcast episode.
Wow, it's 2019 already?
Already.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah, 2018 just went right over our heads.
Like flew by.
Girl. But anyway, we are here with our podcast, and let's just talk about why we wanted to do this to begin with.
Well, first of all, we sit in our house and we talk about things, and we're like, okay, well, we talk about things and we have discussion on our own. And we're like, okay, well, we want to bring it to the world, because we have serious conversations and serious thoughts. So we're just like, oh, it would be interesting to have a podcast because you be talking about some things and we be having our little debate. So we thought that we could just, just enlighten the world and just bring it to the world and just let the world inside our lives.
Sounds good to me. And what better person to do it with but your wife, your spouse. So I'm thankful for you to be my host.
And I'm thankful for you to be my host.
All right. So should we talk about who we are? Why is it called the Sip and See podcast, first off?
Well, it's called the Sip and See podcast because I'm from Mississippi and you are from
Cali.
So you got the sip because Mississippi.
And the C for California. I don't know. CA, the sip and Ka didn't sound right. So Sip and See it is, right?
Yeah, that part.
Okay. So it's where the city meets the country.
Yeah.
And we're all infused in all of the things above, right?
Yeah. But it's almost like sometimes I almost think that my wife is from Mississippi because she got some country ways, y'all.
I do. But, my grandma was from Mississippi. My mom was from the Midwest. So I guess that's where I pick up some Southern charm, darling.
Okay, that part. But you have to understand, like, when I met my wife, it's kind of funny how we met. Mm-hmm. She liked chitlins.
I still like chitlins.
What Californian born and raised love chitlins, Mm-hmm. So once again, a little bit about us, we met almost 12 years ago.
Yes.
So we've been together 12 years.
Yes.
Married for how many?
Get it right.
You tell me.
6 years.
And almost 7.
Yes. Come April 21st.
That part.
Yeah.
So, we met in the church. We ain't gonna get that.
Stop right there.
That's for another day.
Yes. But that's a whole nother story.
But we match. You know how somebody you have a puzzle piece and it's almost it meets together. So, we match. It's like two puzzle pieces that come together.
Aww.
So that's what we do. We come together. We might have our arguments or we might have our disagreement. I can't even say we have an argument. We might have a disagreement that probably lasts 1 to 2 minutes.
As we get a little older, maybe about 5.
But we don't. One thing about it, communication is the key. We don't go to bed angry.
Right.
That's been one of our rules since we met. We don't go to bed angry. We don't walk away from each other and stuff like that. So it has worked for us and it's continuing to work for us, and we try to talk whatever it is that we have with each other. A little bit about me. I'm retired military.
Thank you for your service.
Retired by injury. Medically retired. So if it was by my choice, I think I would have did about 30 years if I could have.
Oh, yes.
But, one thing about it, you have to love your job. I loved my job. But due to an injury, I had to get out. And, most people, they don't love their job. But one thing I love to do, I love to serve my country. So being grown up in Mississippi, I learned to love California as well. So being my wife from California, we decided to stay in California. So just a little bit about me.
Yeah.
We both are only children.
By our mother.
I have 3 brothers.
And I have 3 sisters by my father. And you have 3 brothers by your father.
Yes.
Wow. And we're the youngest.
Yes. Ain't that crazy? Wow.
Just thought about that. Okay. Connect the dots and put the puzzle together. So, yeah, about me. I am a singer-songwriter. Name is Rika-Rai. And I've been singing all of my life, and I've been working with different producers and everything. And for the last couple of years, I've been really, really trying to push my music again the way that I used to. So I released 2 songs in 2017, Have Faith and Blazing for Christ. So I am looking forward to 2019 and releasing new music and connecting with other artists and doing a lot more live shows. That's my passion. Now, I do work and I am a mortgage underwriter. And like I said, like you said, love your job. You have to love your job to get up every morning and go to it. So whatever it is out there, you guys, do what you're passionate about and don't let anybody steer you away from that. That might mean changing your job career. That might mean just starting all over again. But do what you love to do because life is way too short to be unhappy.
Yeah. And talking about life is way too short. In 2018, 2018, the recap of 2018, 2018 was a great year.
Started off
good. We always try to take about 2-3 trips a year.
Yeah.
That's always our tradition. We try to do something good for your birthday. We try to always go to Cabo.
Our favorite place.
Yeah. Cabo is like a getaway place. When we first started going to Cabo, nobody went to Cabo.
Now everybody.
Everybody's trying to go to Cabo. It's like, dang, nobody was going to Cabo. Now everybody's going to Cabo. So we're going to have to find a new getaway spot.
Right.
So, we started out the year traveling and stuff like that. At the ending of the year, we had a couple of deaths. We lost a really good friend, Selena Kamabatch, which was a really good friend of ours.
AKA Auntie.
AKA Auntie, who made the best
potato salad
in the world.
Yes.
She was so humble. She was just a great spirit.
Server for God, for sure.
Yes. Even when she was sick, she never cursed God. She would always say, you continue to serve God. You continue to give God thanks for the life that you live. And I think about that, and I think about, no matter what you go through, no matter what your circumstances is, you don't look at the circumstances at that moment. You continue to give God thanks for the life that you lived. And I want to be that type of person that cannot look at my circumstances or what I'm going through, but just give God thanks that, he got me this far, and I just take my hat off to her because she was a true example of God's servant.
Yes, yes, indeed.
So
we're truly gonna miss her.
Yeah, so that's one thing we wanted to do. We wanted to dedicate our first podcast to the 2 people that we lost in 2018. And then I lost my aunt, which was just like my second mom, right around Christmas time, which was totally unexpected, which was a hard loss,
Yes.
My family was one that I could pick up and call and talk to about anything, and with me being the only child, I was that type of child that I wasn't supposed to be here. The doctor told my mom that she wasn't going to have kids. So when I came along, all my aunts treated me special because, like I said, I'm that miracle baby. I'm that child that wasn't supposed to be here.
We're so blessed to have you here.
So to have aunts in your life that treat you just like you're their own it's very special to me. So my aunt Fanny, she had 5 kids, but she always called me her sixth child. And I can always call her, and I can always say, "Hey, Fanny, Mama don't understand this, and Mama don't understand that." And she will always be that sound voice. And Mom will always say, "Well, call your other damn mom." So it was just, she was just always my voice of reasoning. So it was a really, really hard loss, something that I'm still dealing with, still processing. But I always think about my peace is she's no longer, all the things that she wasn't able to do here on earth, she's able to do now.
Yeah.
So that's one thing about death. It's hard to deal with, but you have to think about that they don't have to deal with all the suffering and pain here on this earth, because there's so much stuff going on in the world today.
Seriously.
That we have to go through, so.
Yeah, and I want to just think about a good memory of Aunt Fanny, and that was her cakes, baby. She made the best cakes, and I didn't realize the process of how she made her cakes. And it was one of the last conversations that you and Aunt Fanny had in regards to how she makes her cakes on her table and how she rolls out the dough and the flour and everything. So cakes were amazing. And I think that her son, Gregory, has picked that up and has mastered it. So I'm glad that tradition is passed down. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about, let's get a recap on Mattress Dilemma.
Yeah, so we started a YouTube channel. That's how it all started, where we started talking about Mattress Dilemma, where we went and we purchased a mattress from Mattress Firm. And the mattress was short. Where we purchased a queen size mattress.
Yes.
But one day we kept slipping and sliding. And when I realized, to one morning I just got fed up, and I got up. It was almost 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, it was.
And I measured this mattress to come to find out that it was the size of a twin size mattress.
Yes.
So I just want to put it out there that Mattress Firm would give you a twin for a queen, but when you measure it, Beauty Rest.
Yes, Beauty Rest. Manufacturer.
They short. They come up short.
Inches short.
So when you see these commercials from Mattress Firm that say, "Oh, well, we'll give you a twin for the price of a queen." I mean, we'll give you a twin, but it's also a queen. Don't fall for it.
Don't trust it at all.
Because guess what? You thinking you getting a king, but you paying that queen price, but you actually getting that queen because it's coming up short.
Yes.
So just putting that disclaimer out there that measure your mattress.
Get all your inches.
Because we even went to Virginia to visit our cousin, and I measured.
But this was even a blow up Beauty Rest.
And it was what?
Short on inches.
When we checked and verified. So I'm just putting that out there.
Right. So as far as our mattress now, they had to give us a new mattress. They say it has the cooling technique in it. Don't feel that at all. And I feel like I'm slipping and sliding off the bed still. So, I mean, that's where we are. There's nothing else we can do about it, but we can shout out and let y'all know. Mattress Firm and Beauty Rest, don't work with them at all.
It's a no-go.
It's a no-go?
No-go.
All right. So now that we are into 2019, and this is our first week in 2019, right?
Yes.
So what are y'all feeling about 2019? Y'all ready? Everybody has their New Year's resolutions. I decided I wasn't going to make any this year. I decided I'm not going to talk about them to anybody. I just want to be the best person that I can be and allow God to do the rest, because sometimes you tell the wrong person your business and they're going to take your ideas and run with them. So as far as I'm concerned, it's between me and God this year. How about you?
Hey, I like that, because, that's true. When you tell people your plans, they steal your plan.
Okay.
But when you tell God your plan, it's between you and God.
Right. It can only elevate from there.
Exactly. Write it down. Keep it to yourself. and it's between you and God.
Well,
you
I mean,
know?
I'm going to talk to you about it.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is sometimes you have to write it down.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to let it manifest between you and God.
Say that.
Because sometimes what I've learned is when you think people are for you, people not really for you.
Mm.
And that's sad because in 2019, my motto is I don't have time for people and their nonsense.
All right.
And I kind of realized that in 2018 because I'm always the type of person that I check on everybody. I try to see how everybody's doing. Not saying that I'm not going to continue to do that, but I'm going to be more modest about it. And what I mean, y'all going to learn that I make up my own words.
It's called the fictionary.
Yeah, that's just the country person in me. But what I'm saying is you have to be cautious about your feelings because your feelings will get hurt.
Yes.
You continue to check on people. You continue to try to be there for people. But when you realize that you continue to do that, people don't really care about you like that.
Yeah. You got to keep those that are really for you close and, discern the difference of those that are just there for opportunity.
Exactly. Because and I always tell my wife all the time, you're going to find out who really got your back and who really don't have your back.
Come on.
We've been through some really, really rough times in our life. My wife, she lost both her parents, and, we've really been through some things. But when we look around at night and when we go to sleep at night or when we look at our phone to see who really checks on us, we don't really have that many missed calls. We don't really have that many people that really checks on us. My brother really come way from Dallas to check on us. And here we is in San Diego.
Yes.
That just says a lot, So you have to really, really think about who's really there for you and who's not. So in 2019, I'm really with the no nonsense.
The no nonsense, okay.
I mean, you really got to be like that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't change the person that I am.
No, don't let it change you.
No, it's not going to change you.
Don't let it break you either.
Don't let it break you.
Come on, just let it elevate you. Come on.
Exactly.
I'm excited for 2019.
Me too. But you really have to look through your phone book and you really have to say, okay, really, who really for me? Who's really my friend? Mm-hmm. Who really are somebody I can look through and say, got my back?
Gotcha.
I mean, got me.
Come on.
That I can call and say, hey, I just had surgery. Mm-hmm. My wife went through a surgery. And it was a scary, scary point a couple of months ago. And how many people came and saw you? Of your friends.
Hey, who was supposed to be there was there. Was there. And that's the key to it. Whoever is supposed to be in your life, they're going to be there. And sometimes you might not talk to that person all the time. But when you do talk to them, it's a genuine type of conversation that you're going to have. And you can talk about anything. I mean, you can sit there and say, hey, you know what? I haven't talked to you in a while. And I don't understand why we're not communicating anymore. And you should be able to be open with life. Again, is too short to have surface relationships.
Exactly.
Regardless. As far as my surgery, all is well. I really didn't talk about it on Facebook and everything, but I end up having a hysterectomy due to a mass on my ovary. But I am so thankful that I feel like I'm still healing.
Yeah.
But I'm doing better. And I just got to get back to me. Sometimes you feel like you just kind of, you're moving through it, but you got to get your groove back like Stella. Come on now. But yes, as far as 2019, that's one of your things. No nonsense.
No nonsense.
In the 2019.
In 2019.
Okay.
Because you just really have to, just saying that you just have to put people where they put you.
Okay.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Gotcha.
Put people where they put you.
Okay.
Do that make sense?
It makes sense to me. I mean, you got a box.
You put me in a box. You take me out whenever you want to take me out.
Right.
So I'm going to take you out whenever you
Well,
want.
we're gonna allow God to just go and do what He got to do.
Yeah.
All right.
That part.
Yes. So let's tell you guys what we're going to be discussing on this podcast.
Yes.
So, what kind of topics we want to hear from you, as we're going to be updating our podcast. Hopefully, we'll be able to do it. If not every week, we'll do it every other week. And it's going to be on iTunes. It's going to be on our SoundCloud, Sip and See podcast with Nicky J and Rika-Rai. Don't forget, start to tell your friends and everything. We want to talk about current events.
Current events. We're going to talk about where we are. If you didn't notice, we are wife and wife.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about different things like religion and being gay in religion, because both of us are ministers. So we will be talking about that. We will be talking about the R. Kelly, but not too much, because I feel like people have already. It just came out, but I feel like people have beaten it to death.
Well, I mean, it's something that we got to discuss. We got to talk about it.
Not too much.
But we still got to talk about it.
Not too much.
Okay.
But we're going to talk about the military.
Mm-hmm.
When you get out of the military, how people treat you. When you in the military, how people treat you. Like when I first was in the military, you couldn't talk about being gay. You couldn't talk about it. But how now being gay in the military is the new putting on your right and left shoe.
Come on.
So just the different things. We're going to talk about living in California versus living down south. We're going to talk about just different topics, and we're going to put the questions out there for our viewers. You ask us, we're going to answer it. So we're just going to be open and honest. If you ask, we're going to do it.
Right. And hopefully down the line, we'll start making this video, going to YouTube and doing a live podcast. Right now, we're trying this out. We're going to see how we can just focus on doing this maybe twice a month.
Yes.
And also, hopefully, we'll be able to start doing like call-ins with everybody so that people can call in. You guys can call in and talk to us and just post your questions to us, because without you, this is not even possible.
And then hopefully, since Rika-Rai said that she's a singer, hopefully she'll give y'all at the end of each segment or the beginning of each segment, she'll display her talent. I just put her out there.
You put me on the spot like that.
Because you know, that's one thing about it. You have to display your gift.
Yes.
Don't keep it in the box.
Okay.
That part.
I got you. And I would like to discuss music. What's top charting, what's everybody listening to? Some of the industry beefs. Might talk about that, but I'm not even for that. But yeah, so that's what we're all about. Was there anything else you want to talk about?
But one thing about our podcast is going to be a positive podcast.
Uplifting.
I know that I said my 2019 is just a no nonsense.
But that's all right.
But that's what I'm about this year.
Yes.
But the thing about it is we're going to be a positive podcast. You're going to get people that's going to try to be negative when we come to different topics. But the thing about it is we're going to be a positive podcast, uplifting. Mm-hmm. One thing about it, we both like to be inspiration to other people.
Yes.
So that's one thing we want to do. A lot of the topics that we do talk about is uplifting. So we want to be an uplifting podcast where if you're having a bad day, hopefully we'll say something that is uplifting, that when you're on your way to work, we just uplifted you. You just laughed about something crazy that one of us just said,
Just so you know, she is the crazy one, Nikki.
No. When you get Rika-Rai and my brother together, she's a totally different person.
You got to have that right energy to let loose a little bit.
But also when she in this house just with me, she say some of the craziest things that you would never imagine.
Coming out my mouth.
Everybody think that she is this quiet person. Don't let her fool you. She country.
I am a little country and city all in one, guys.
Country in California.
That's a nice little movie we could put together. Country in Cali. Come on. All right. So I am so thankful for this first episode. I'm so thankful that we decided to do this together. It's gonna challenge us.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to talk about some things. We can talk things out. We might not always agree.
Yes.
But we can talk it out.
It's together.
Together.
That part.
So let's end it on a positive note with a little inspiration. 2019, make this your best year ever.
Yes.
Do what it is that you love to do. Release all the negativity of 2018. Those that aren't for you are not going to be for you. Be for yourself and let God show you the rest of the vision that he has for you for this year.
I like it.
You like it?
I love it.
So you got couple words, little 1-2 for the people?
No, just don't let nobody stop you from getting what God has for you. You know, that's the most important thing. If you know you can grab it and you know that you can reach it, everything is reachable.
All right. I like that.
So and what I mean by that, everything is reachable. There's always a ladder. There's always a stepping stool. There's always some way to get what you want. So don't allow anyone to tell you that it's impossible. Everything is possible if you try to get it. That's all I got to say.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you for tuning in to the first 2019 episode of Sip and See with
Nicky J
and Rika-Rai. I almost forgot my name. We're in Rika-Rai, aka the Wise Club. We just out here trying to live our best lives. Let us live. Please. Peace out.